Welcome to this T-54 lightweight replay here on Erlenberg, and I'm actually playing the T-54 lightweight for a change. I had the plan to actually start grinding the T-100 LT because it's the next tier 10 light tank that I want and that I'm actually close to. So I played quite a lot of T-54 lightweight matches this evening, and this was a really nice ace tanker match for it. At the start, I lately tend to go to the middle on this side, so I can spot people on the left going up the hill and on the right going up the hill. We do spot the enemy WZ-132A rushing there, and I'm just ducking into cover trying to get these spotted, and then this T-54 lightweight shows up there. I'm trying to see what he does. He stays, so it's time for me to pull back, and I'm actually lucky that the enemy team doesn't have any tanks on the right, because I could have received a lot of fire here. However, we get away with it, and the T-54 lightweight loses more HP than I do. So I'm just waiting for him to get despotted so I can move. Someone else is spotting him actually at this point. I realized that, so I try to get a cheeky shot off on the light tank, but it doesn't seem to be happening. T-44 100 is still there. I'm poking on this side to see if I can see what's going on. I do spot M48 over there. I take a speculative shot, but that's never going to penetrate on that tank. However, I can quite safely shoot this guy, and I still get spotted, which was really surprising to me actually, because the T-44 100 is not in a location to spot me. At least I think he isn't. I don't know exactly if that window has a building, but I don't think so. So I'm guessing that a light tank is somewhere in the middle or relative middle that spots me. So I duck behind here. Don't get spotted for it, so I do know the T-44 didn't spot me actually. I'm just trying to get a shot on him, and there's the T-92 light. Put a really nice shot into his ass, got some nice spotting damage on him, and we're able to take him out, so that's good. So T-54 lightweight, and that might actually be the guy that spotted me. I do get spotted here, so I'm thinking, did that T-44 spot me? Has he got bush cover, or is there another tank somewhere that can actually spot me? And then I see this T-54 lightweight YOLOing like a retard for me, so I'm thinking, oh god, here we go again. Another one of these XVM focused retards. And I track him, and since I tracked him just earlier on, I actually keep him perma-tracked, and I have loaded premium here. I should really switch back. I see myself selecting the shell now. I should have actually hard switch to AP, so we're back to AP again, and I'm just taking care of this guy. He made a massive mistake, but that's what XVM focus is. It's usually a massive mistake because you just ignore the important things in a match just to try and kill the best player on the enemy team. So now, long range shot at the T-28 prototype. Of course, it goes not exactly where I aim. The T-54 lightweight is not really that good for sniping, but it can do it though. So I'm just putting fire into these guys and trying to support my team as best as possible from the middle. Managed to put a nice shot into him, and we had a numbers advantage on the right, but that seems to be dwindling fast actually. And now this T-10 is charging the Batchat 12T, so he will die. Our Skoda T-50 came to the middle to support, and now we've got like three tanks here in the middle. And I asked my team, why are you so stupid? Why push across the river there? You don't have any cover. It's just, why? Just let the enemy make mistakes. There's no need to cross the river this early in the battle. Maybe if you're closer to the end of the match and you either need to cap, then you cross the river, but until then you just don't. You stay on your side of the river and let the enemy make mistakes. And this did frustrate me, and all the time, by the way, I was waiting for this T-44 100 because he needed to die here in the middle. I don't actually get spotted for that, which is surprising because normally you do get spotted when you kill someone. So yeah, that was quite nice. And I'm still spotting. I mean, I'm the light tank, I have the best view range, so I'm just spotting the middle, and now I'm putting some fire in this T-28 prototype, who unfortunately gets despotted, but he does get taken out by Artie. And again, I set up a spotting location, and I tell the T-54, please spot left. He's completely useless here in the middle because he's not really putting any fire in, and he's also not spotting. So, and I tell him, you're not needed in the middle, please. I ping the south just to make sure that he understands. Some people have the chat disabled, but he just doesn't seem interested, which is really frustrating because we need a spotter on the south flank to see if the enemy pushes there. And luckily the Skoda T-50 goes there. We see the enemy light. I'm telling the T-44 to go into the corner at A1, because that is the best location to spot any push on the north flank on this map on. But again, he seems not interested, and I don't know if he's just not paying attention or if he doesn't have the chat enabled, but this is so frustrating that people just do not listen. I mean, I'm not telling this as a joke. I mean, it's a viable way to win this match, even though we're outnumbered. And luckily our Skoda T-50 just keeps spotting, which is really good. I've got the back of this T-125, so of course my shot bounces, which would have actually killed that guy. And that's going to bite me in the ass later on. Managed to track this guy, but unfortunately he still has a repair kit. He spots me because light tank camo, yo. And I pull back. I've still got 4 premium shells, 10 regular ones. We can't really put a shot into that guy because he's relatively safe. And now T-44 has gone to the middle. God knows why. And the FV is on the right. I am going north because I do expect my team to be able to kill 2 one-shot tanks. I do spot the Object 432 who's rushing across the field. He spots me as well, which is a little bit unfortunate. And now I go back and I see the light tank over there now as well. That means 3 tanks versus 2. The Object 430 is in the back. I know he's killing my arty, but there's 2 one-shot tanks and one-shot tank and a light tank. So we need to get rid of these 2 guys and then turn around for Object 430. So auto-aim this shot, put a really nice shot in, and I want to kill this light tank. I see the T-124, but this guy needs to die. So I take a shot, kill that guy, and then I'm expecting our T-44 to go in, take a shot, and actually kill this guy. But he doesn't actually go in. He does take a shot though, so I just hope I get into his side in time. He's trying to keep up with me. Managed to take him out. We've got 1 premium shot left, 10 regular ones. Our Skoda T-50 completely overextended against that tier 9 medium. I mean, you're an autoloader, you have a 900 damage clip. You can never kill him in 1 clip unless you roll high all of them. So unfortunately, Skoda T-50 gets taken out. We do spot the TD in the middle, so put a really nice shot into him. And I forgot briefly that this guy actually has an autoloader now. I tried to angle for him. Unfortunately he does pen, but he turns as well, so I am able to take him out. And now I need to step on it because there's a medium behind me who coincidentally shall see in a short while is pretty much as fast as my light tank. So yay! Good that the light tanks do have a speed advantage. I mean, just look at him. He just keeps up with me pretty easily. He does take a little bit of a shortcut, but I mean, I'm not gaining on him, and I'm supposed to be the fast light tank. This is always so nice. I mean, one of the advantages the light tanks in this game have is supposed to be mobility, but a lot of the new mediums and a lot of the new heavies actually have pretty much no problems keeping up with you across these maps, which is really annoying and frustrating because that's one of the only things you have as a light tank apart from camo and sometimes a good gun and view range actually. But yeah, I need to take out this RT because if he's allowed to live, he will take me out. So he fires at potatoes. I shot my last premium shot into the RT. Now we're on to AP. 7 shells. I'm just faking a move to this side, just standing still for a moment and then going to the other side. I don't know. I don't think I was D-spotted long enough for that, but the 430 might be very close, so I need to try and get range again, because close range I will have a very, very hard time penetrating him frontally, so I need to get a side And I just hope that he doesn't come over this ridge. There's not really much I can do. So I'm just stepping on the accelerator and just hope that he's stupid enough to not come over this ridge. And turns out he's stupid enough to not come over this ridge. So we got away pretty nicely there. I do drive over all these hills to try and see if I can spot him. You never know. I mean, he might be guessing that I'm going this way. He might have seen me stop and then go the other way. You never know. So I'm trying to keep as much distance towards the center of the map and just try and come from a completely different direction to see if I can actually surprise this guy. Because that's really the only option I have. I cannot really engage him frontally unless he's really stupid. And even though he was full health at the end of the match, that means he isn't entirely stupid. He was camping somewhere and being useless, but he's not really stupid. So, and he was chasing me down earlier as well, which is a sign of at least a little bit of intelligence, because if you let a light tank get away, you've lost already. So again, I'm making use of these hills so I can spot further, and in case the guy shows up, I can just duck to the left or the right, wherever he's not, so I can get safe again, hopefully before he spots me. And now we're setting up a little bit in these bushes to just see if we can spot him, and there he is. So he is just coming this way hard. Really difficult angle, so I need to go downhill a lot to get a shot. I do manage to put a really nice shot in, but now he's already too close for me to get away in a relaxed fashion. I'm still spotted, which is an issue, so he knows where I'm going. I'm looping the other way. I know I have to either brawl with him if he's stupid or not, but he's not stupid. He's not coming up. I could have, if he come up, I could have actually tracked him, but I can also not go forward because he actually has enough gun depression to make that shot. So I'm just being passive, and he's being a little bit passive. So we've got this house in between us. It's a bit of a duel. I'm hoping he's stupid enough to come around this side, but doesn't seem to be. And he watched the Quickie Baby video, so he's actually taking range to me. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. So he waits to get despotted. I wait for him to get despotted, and now I instantly step on the accelerator, go down. I was thinking about going left, but the problem is I need to go straight there a long time to get safe. He comes over the ridge, I steer in, he misses, I miss, so I go in because he has a turret that doesn't rotate fully. So managed to put a really nice shot in. I needed the T-54 lightweight armor here to work, and it doesn't, because when you need it, tomato protection is always engaged on enemy tanks. So yeah, unfortunately a little bit of a heartbreak here. We weren't able to successfully carry this match. If I had premium ammo left, I would have been more aggressive probably, but because I had AP, I had to get to his side. I couldn't get away anymore. I could have ran again, but then I would have maybe found myself in an even more unfavorable engagement. So unfortunately, I made the choice to go in aggressive and try to get away with it, maybe bounce a shot. I wasn't as lucky enough. It looks like he's got a stock turret as well. So yeah, that was a little bit shitty, but still, it's a really nice match in this tank. So let's take a look at the results. So there we go. Ace Tanker, unfortunately on the defeat. A little bit of a heartbreak there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hey. I did the best I could. My team should have actually done one shot more damage and we would have carried this. We got a Naden's medal for destroying all enemy light tanks in the match. We got a high caliber, we got a tank sniper, and we got a top gun. So at least we got enough hero medals to actually give us the full XP that we deserve. Managed to do 4.6k damage, and more than anyone on both teams. Yeah, pretty much. Enemy light tank did quite a nice amount of damage. Enemy T-110E5, of course, did enough damage. Our team, yeah. I'm just baffled how you can do just 1400 damage in a Type 5 Heavy, one of the most broken tier 10 tanks in this game. I mean, how? IS-7 1000 damage. this guy hardly 1,000, this guy 500. Yeah, so GG well botted to this side of the team, at least our tier 10s. And the enemy tier 10s actually did a little bit better, but not by much. So yeah, managed to do 4.6k damage ourselves, 1300 spotting only. We lost a shit ton of money because we had to fire all our premium ammo and still lost. But yeah, I mean, it was worth it though. It was a really nice match. It was one of those battles that you get once in a long time, and this time we didn't get lucky enough to actually win it. But still, it's an ace tanker, and I seem to pretty much only get ace tankers in this tank on a loss, so at least it continues the tradition. So I hope you did enjoy this replay. If you did, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.